Welcome. We're back here on the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by Brandon Rhymes.
Are you ready for this? Pool, anyone?
This flooring is from President Madison's house. They refurbished it and...
President Madison?
Yeah.
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month. And they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome back to Your American Dream. I say your because these are stories for you and by you. We're sharing positive stories week by week and hoping to make a lasting impact on the nation. Today we have an incredible adventure with co-hosts Craig Sewing and Tani Vargas. We're going to be exploring a property in Rancho Santa Fe with unprecedented entertainment value. Check it out.
We have an extra special surprise today because Jenna invited us out to Hacienda del Corazon.
House of the Heart.
Say it in Spanish. We're in San Diego.
Hacienda del Corazon.
So terrible.
I know, I sound so white. Which
One more time.
I know what it means, the house, the heart of the house, house of the heart. My understanding is when we find it, it's
My
going to be a
understanding is we were
massive
supposed to
estate.
take a right, like 6 rights ago, but that's okay.
Well, at least it's a nice neighborhood to be driving around.
Rancho Santa Fe. We got a horse arena.
That's right, Jenna did tell me we're going to get the ride of our life here, so I don't even know what that means. I imagine, hey look, there's a horse sign.
We're getting close.
Yeah, that's got to mean something.
I can feel the love.
I can
the
feel the
hotel.
whiskey bar.
Hacienda del Corazon. You could smell the whiskey. I think it is.
Is it?
I see roses.
I see a awesome estate. Wow. Wow. Mark here. I can't wait to go in.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Game time. Ready to show me around?
I thought you were showing me around.
Let's go.
That is an unbelievable property in Rancho Santa Fe, California. At 12,000 square feet, we're probably going to get lost. But before we do, we had an amazing interview with New York's Ryan Serhant, also the star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing, and he dropped some incredible knowledge on us. So get a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes, only on The American Dream.
I'm Kara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, it's very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge.
Sure, I think you, of all people, know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. Right. But I can hit so many more people through social,
right,
through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the gig generation, we have passive relationships, our passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you. You can't sit there and complain about not having business or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. And it's all about consistency.
Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah,
Are we chugging
I know
it?
nothing about wine.
So we're cheersing to the American Dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's for real.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers.
All right.
To the American Dream.
It doesn't get any better than Ryan Serhant. I mean, there is a reason why millions of people follow him every single week. We're lucky to have him on the show. And right now, we're gonna go back to Rancho Santa Fe and see what Craig and Tawny are up to. Check it out.
Now this is an estate. This is an entertainer's dream. Tawny, can I saddle up with you?
Sure.
In this full bar?
Have you ever seen an estate with its own saloon?
No, I've never been in a place like this. This flooring is from President Madison's house. They refurbished it and...
President Madison?
Yeah. So like from his house, this flooring from his house is now in this pad that we're sitting right now in front of this bar.
Well, I think I'm feeling a little presidential.
Yeah?
So I think this calls for a shot.
Shot, cocktail, shot, right, let's do it. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this bar justice if we didn't take a shot.
Well, I'm feeling classy, so how about the bad stuff?
All right, coming right up. 2 shots of bad stuff.
It's a classic.
Here I have your bad stuff. So I'm gonna pour us a couple shots, but I mean, could you imagine hosting a party here? This could serve hundreds of people.
And if this is your house, you're gonna be the most popular kid, and I promise you, everybody's gonna come party at your house.
Well, this is a great place to host them.
A few more of these, I think you'll be dancing on that stage over there.
I might get on that stage. Depends how we have to get along with the horse arena a little bit later, though.
Oh, yeah?
Check that out later. Do some things out there, have some fun.
Something?
Yeah,
Let's have
do
some
some
fun.
things. It ain't my first rodeo.
In the midst of the darkest night,
Hacienda del Corazon is a classic property in Rancho Santa Fe.
chains that were holding me. You sent your son down to set me free. Everything
This property was originally constructed around the same idea of lifestyle that Rancho Santa Fe was founded on, and that is a simpler and a slower lifestyle.
Every time I walk through this house, I see another detail that blows my mind, but my favorite part about the home is that there's this incredible indoor-outdoor space that is accessible in every room. Living in Southern California and having so many beautiful sunny days, it's wonderful to be able to have all of your doors and windows open.
Floors from President Madison in your own private saloon. These are the sorts of things that I didn't even know I wanted until I saw them. This is an amazing way to entertain, but right now we're gonna check out how they entertain in your city.
darlings. I'm Jackie Youngblood with the Jackie Youngblood Group with Keller Williams Tampa Properties, and I want to welcome you to 20102 Lace Cascade Road in the beautiful, thriving community of Connerton in Land O'Lakes, Florida. Ready to take a look at this exquisite, beautiful 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home here sitting on a premium lot in the cul-de-sac. Come on in. Are you ready for this? Let it take your breath away. Look at this. I want you to pay attention to the wall here. Now let me tell you, this is not wallpaper. This was painted. Let me show you where you will be on this map. Right here. This is home for you. 20102 Lace Cascade Road. You can sit right here at this desk and plan your whole life's worth of trips. Right here. Let's go to the chef's kitchen. You're gonna love this if you love to cook. Look at this kitchen. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? If you love to cook, you're in heaven. If you don't like to cook, hire a chef. Look at this. Look at the granite countertops. Look at the backsplash. And, oh, nice stainless steel appliances. And you have gas here if you want it. And I have something special to show you. Da-da-da. While you're cooking, just have a nice glass of wine if you wish. Nice, huh? Lots of storage space here. And aren't these cabinets just beautiful? And look at this breakfast bar. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine being here? And overlooking this beautiful chef's kitchen is the family room, living room. And let me show you a couple of details on this. If you look up, you're going to see the tray ceiling with lighting, and you're going to see the crown molding. Sitting just off the family room, we find the game room. What fun! I want you to take a look at all of the artwork in here to give you some ideas of how you can decorate it yourself. Take a look. Wow, is this game room just awesome or what? Oh my goodness. I declare, they have put me in another piece of artwork. Well, so be it. Pool, anyone? And overlooking the game room is this lovely view of Lake Jane. Look closely, you may see a bass jump. Now, for the money shot, you've got to see this. From the game room, we step out onto pavers that lead to the pool. And your breakfast nook overlooks the pool and the lake. Remember that lovely living room, the formal living room? Look how it opens up right out to the pool, to the spa, and beyond to that 3-acre Lake Jane. Ah, so relaxing, so relaxing. Let's take a closer look at this lake. Oh, wow. Awesome. You know what? I think I'll go kayaking. See you next time.
Never been in a horse stable in California before. I've been in a lot of real estate, but nothing like this. This is cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I grew up in horses all my life. And this is honestly one of the coolest.
So Jenna is going to show us around, take us on some of these horses, but I'm kind of noticing there's not any here. This thing could hold 7 or 8 of them, I think.
Yeah, it could hold you. You could live here.
I could live here. All right, well, you're the one who grew up in a barn. So what about these horses? All right, and there she is. Hey, Jenna.
Hi. I know. I promised you guys horses, and there are no horses here today. But the good news is the owners took them down to the Del Mar racetrack, and we have the whole place to ourselves, and I have something super exciting planned. We have 400 horses up at the garage.
400 horses in the garage. All right. Well, let's check it out. All right.
So this is what I really wanted to show you, the toy garage.
What a garage, a lot of toys.
We have motorcycles, motorized bicycles,
Yep.
a classic Chevelle.
This is a beast. Now this is a nice car. I don't even want to touch it because I don't want to get my fingerprints on it.
But what you get to go out and have some fun with is this Razor.
So this is the horses.
This is it.
So I got to drive this?
Go have fun.
All right. Can I bring Tawny with me?
Of course.
Wow.
Go rip it
All
up.
right. Let's go cruising this beast. I'm gonna go grab Tawny and we're gonna go tear it up.
Now, remember, be gentle. The owners aren't here.
All right, got it. Giddy up. Let's do this.
If you would take all the posters on my walls growing up as a kid and put all the cars together, it would be that garage. I mean, that property is absolutely amazing and something that dreams are made of. But right now, we're gonna check out your agent in your city.
Welcome. We're back here on the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by Brandon Rhymes, and we help our sellers maximize the exposure on the sale of their real estate properties. Right here, we're your consumer advocate. 5 o'clock drive time on AM 1380 The Biz, Monday through Friday. Weekend show on FM 1025 The Bone. And we also have a daily TV show on WeBeam TV. And we're real proud to be a part of the American Dream television show. So we're real excited about a lot of the growth here with the Real Estate Quarterback Show and the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. One of the great things I like about Tampa Bay real estate, especially when you talk about Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Palm Harbor, is that we have so much to offer here. Not only are we priced better than a lot of other areas in the state, we have an absence of a state income tax, and also the availability of 25 museums, 35 art galleries, professional sports, of course, over 40 miles of beautiful beaches here in Tampa Bay. So there's so much to offer when it comes to purchasing real estate in Tampa Bay. It's also a great rental environment. It's a great opportunity for investors to have passive income with real estate, and there's a lot of positivity in the job market as well. I've had all the local mayors on my show, Tampa mayor, St. Petersburg mayor, Clearwater mayor, and they all work together really well to help generate interest in relocating jobs and industries here to Tampa Bay, which further helps our economy. And now that you've seen some of my day-to-day as a radio talk show host, as well as a top realtor in the area, I want to share with you a little bit of my philanthropic side. And we're going over to Children's Cancer Center. And I was afforded the opportunity to MC one of their signature events, the Wine, Women, and Shoes event in Tampa a few years ago. And we raised over $175,000 to support families that are stricken with cancer. Children's Cancer Center does a lot of work, a lot of good in the community. So I wanted to use part of my time on the American Dream to empower them and empower you in a way that you can help and get involved with Children's Cancer Center if you should choose to do so. Come check it out, Children's Cancer Center. So this is a great area where the kids can come in and play and just enjoy, and they do different types of events and meetings for the children to come in and just get away from their normal day-to-day and enjoy some downtime. Looks like they're playing Madden here. We got Ian Beckles here. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And we got my friend Jaden. I'm Brandon. Pleasure to meet you. So tell us what you like about the Children's Cancer Center.
Well, it's just a place I can come to be where, like, no one will look at me the wrong way, and, like, they'll care for you, they'll help you out financially and emotionally. It takes more than medicine to be well.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Very cool. I like that. Thanks for hanging out with us and checking out the radio station with me, hanging out at Children's Cancer Center here in Tampa Bay. And we want you to please go out there and make it a good day and do something kind for one another. Pass it along. We always end our show as saying that we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. And we'll see you next time right here on American Dream Television Show.
Welcome back to the American Dream. Well, I want to welcome for their very first time on the program out of your Tampa market, Bradley Livingston and Begonia Izquierdo. They are realtors with RE/MAX Realty Unlimited. Thank you both so much for being on the show today.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Thank you. So you two are actually a husband and wife team. Tell us a little bit about how that transition happened, why you two wanted to work together, and a little bit about your backgrounds.
I'm from out of the country. I'm from Madrid, Spain. That's where my husband and me met, and that's whenever, we started this adventure, being husband and wife and working together. We've been always entrepreneurs. About 10 years ago, we decided to come back to the States where my husband is from.
Yes, I'm an Air Force veteran. I was stationed in Torrejon, Spain, so I'm fluent in Spanish, but there I worked in construction. Gained a lot of knowledge about real estate in general, I guess, because just through the construction side of it, building and knowing products and so forth. That's kind of the background in our sense.
Sure, sure. And you mentioned that you both obviously speak Spanish. That must come in handy for you in the area and doing real estate, is that right?
Tremendously, yes it does. I would say at least 40% of our clients speak Spanish, or from Argentina, from Latin
from all
countries,
over the place. They trust you more because you understanding what they're going through, what coming from other areas. So same thing that I did, coming from another country and settling over here in the States.
Absolutely. Well, you two have been so successful in the market. Tell us a little bit about the Florida market right now. What's going on? What changes are you seeing?
Well, a lot of drastic changes. The real estate, for my former mentors, is like a roller coaster. It's always up and down. You just have to, work hard and recognize when it is down, you have to sustain. We do find now things have changed differently. I mean, my parents have been in the same home for well over 50 years, whereas nowadays most people move 7 to 9 years. They're transitioning, for a better position, a better job. The world has expanded. We see a lot more people work from home than in offices, so it has changed quite a bit. But in general, the Florida market is very strong.
What advice do you have for people looking to buy or sell at this time?
I always tell my clients, very simple. A seller is a buyer and a buyer is a seller. No one's selling their house to go live in their car. So I tell them we're all the same person, mentality-wise. If you're selling a home, you're evidently going to buy another home somewhere else. So think like the buyer when you're selling, think like the seller when you're buying. Understanding that the maintenance of your home is important. Curb appeal of your home is important. So, we take better care of our cars sometimes than we do our home, our only asset that can gain equity. So I like to give them advice you need to pay more attention to your home. Understand that is the only non-depreciating value that you may have purchasing your home. So that's the most advice I can tell them. Curb appeal, maintenance, keep your house in tip-top shape, and you can conserve your equity.
That's great advice. Well, before I let both of you go, I do want to give you an opportunity to talk about a beautiful listing that you have to showcase here. 7221 in Bowspirit Place in the Waterset community. This property really has incredible views. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Oh, that home is gorgeous.
Yeah, that home, the best thing about that home is the view that that it has is a beautiful, beautiful house. 4-bedroom, 3-bath.
Oh, 3,200 square feet.
Yes,
so.
bonus room, den.
And it was professionally decorated. The owner actually has her own decorating company. So that is like one of the immaculate homes there in Waterset. Price point is very well for that area. So it's just a gorgeous home. It's worth taking a look at it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. And thank you so much for your first time here being on The American Dream.
Thank you for having us. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Cyber fraud. Why even rob a bank anymore? Hijacking email accounts, even real estate accounts like .loop are being hacked into these days.
When you're creating a password, it's vital to not use simple words that can be figured out easily. Hackers are putting a program to work to actually figure out your password and running it until they've got the answer. Don't use words. Use a mixture of upper and lowercase letters and also symbols.
Really need to get away from the fun passwords like your dog's name, Fluffy 2018. We'll have some more cyber fraud tips next week. We're Ken and Tina Martin with Priority National Title, and that is your title tip of this week.
Well, that's it for this episode of The American Dream. I don't know how I ended up in the studio when Craig and Tawny got to ride that thing out in Rancho Santa Fe. Either way, if you have a property that you think would be perfect for The American Dream, or you have a story that you think that we should shoot out all over the nation, we would love to hear from you. And until the next episode, I hope you keep dreaming, and thanks for stopping by.
Till you come back.